If I were speaking to my 20-year-old self, I would say, first of all, life is long and there are many, many roads to success. So don't feel like all the choices you make today are monumental because you will learn from every experience that you have. I started out with a degree and a career as a shoe buyer. And now I'm on the manufacturing side and I'm working with venture firms and investing in companies and heading up global corporate communications for a company here in Indianapolis called Allegiant. So don't be afraid of where life takes you. Be open to what's possible. When life presents an opportunity, say yes and try more things. And don't worry about what that 5 year plan is because it's just a plan and you can change it.
My college experience, I was really focused. I knew that I wanted to go to medical school, so I was really focused on trying to achieve that goal of getting into medical school. So I took a lot of science classes. I took a lot of the prerequisites. If I could change anything, I would take that. I have taken that opportunity to take some classes that interest me that maybe weren't science related. College for a lot of people is the last opportunity you have to learn something in a formal setting, learn something new. So I would have taken some classes outside of my major, something that interests me. And I would have also taken the opportunity to have some different experiences, maybe study abroad or study in a different setting, something like that, taking some different experience opportunities that were presented to me. My regret is I was so focused on trying to go to medical school that I didn't allow myself to take those opportunities.
Between undergrad and grad, there was a big difference. Like most students, I went to undergraduate to get grades. I went to graduate to learn because in between undergraduate and graduate, I had been in the military and I had had a taste of the real world and life. And when I went back to graduate school to get my MBA, I was there for a completely and totally different reason. I was there to learn. So if I could go back to undergraduate school, I'd take a whole different approach and just be there to learn. The grades would come, but I would not focus on the grades as the end result. I'd focus on learning and taking something away and getting what I needed out of it.
Many things that came up in my time in college, and there was many challenges, whether it be school or life related. And I think if I could look back and say, "Hey Cam, it's all going to be all right, and things are gonna work themselves out. Just keep working hard, stay determined, and just keep moving forward." I think that's what it would be.
There's never something that you can mess up that can't be fixed later. So taking the opportunity to try to get out of your comfort zone is always beneficial, even if sometimes that's really really hard to do.
One of the other things I figured out and found out is the importance of relationships. And you talked about it a little bit earlier when we were talking about communication, but they should start now to begin building their networks and relationships. And one of the best ones that they have, and it ended up being very influential for me, maintain those relationships with those people that you have met in college. Because 15, 20, 25 years from now, you and those people will be the ones in the positions who are making the decisions, who are calling the shots, and those friends who you already have those trust relationships with and don't have to earn will be instrumental in helping you move your career and helping you navigate the business world. So maintain those relationships that you have already and begin to develop and grow your own external relationship now. Secondly, if you know where you want to go, even if you don't know where you want to go, find a mentor. Look out there and get somebody who's been out there 5 years, somebody who's been out there 10 years, and then maybe somebody who's been out there 20, 25 years, because you need all those levels and stages of insight and input. But get someone who's been there, who knows, the path you're going to tread. Most importantly, learn to listen. You don't always have to do exactly everything that they say, but you do have to learn to listen. And that is one of the biggest keys, I think, to being successful. Learning how to listen. Most of us listen to respond. Learn how to listen to understand. Take the chance now. When you're 21, 22, you still got time. You can recover. So if you want to go for it, go. Take the shot.